Today I thought I'd make a tart to satisfy my sweet tooth whenever I have a craving for something sweet. Normally with a tart you hear of lemon, lime, or a pastry cream tart filled with berries. I thought, why not try something a little different? A little out of the ordinary, if you will. A blood orange tart. And this recipe is pretty simple. It does take a little bit of time between the blind baking of the crust, then finish baking it, and then letting it cool, and then making the filling, and back and forth, cooking the filling so it doesn't curdle, and then putting it in its shell and letting it set. So I went ahead and I made the shell, and I'll tell you how I did it. It's a basic sugar cookie dough recipe, basically sugar dough recipe. In your stand mixer, you want to put a half a stick of unsalted room temperature butter. You can set butter out the day 2 days before. It does not spoil, so don't worry about that. I use a really good Irish grass-fed Irish butter. You can find it in the market. And before you can just find it in blocks, but now you can actually find it in a 2-pack of sticks. Which all you need for it is this one stick. Is all you need. But it normally will look like this. It is unsalted. I always use unsalted for baking for the sole purpose of that I can add a little salt in. Salt, you don't know how much salt's going to be in the salted butter. That's at room temperature. You put it in your mixer with a half cup of sugar substitute. Oh yeah, did I fail to mention that I'm making this sugar free and gluten free, and I'll explain that here in just a minute. So you cream together the sugar and the butter and a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then you add your flour. In this case, almond flour. If you're going to use regular flour, you're going to add 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour in a pinch of salt. I used almond flour, so I used about three and a half cups of almond flour because I don't have this measure out like regular flour does, but in this case I had to add more to it to help bring it together. And obviously, of course, the pinch of salt. You mix it combined, you put it on your board, work it into a disc, and then you put it into your tart pan. I speed my tart pan just to be safe. You shouldn't have to because of the butter and the dough and the crust, and you just press it out up around the sides. I took the wrapper from the butter, buttered the downside of a piece of aluminum foil, put that butter side down. Now I put some beans on top to weigh it down. And what we're doing at that point is called blind baking. The oven was set at 350 degrees, preheated. So then what I did was put the tart shell in for 20 minutes, and then I took the shell out when the 20 minutes was up, carefully removed the foil with the beans on them. I did not throw those beans out. I put them back in their container in a separate jar that I have for blind baking for pyrex. You can buy pyrex, but there's no need. If you got beans and rice, you can use that, but don't use it to cook with later on to make a side of beans or a side of rice with. Just keep that separate for blind baking like this. What I did was called docking. So I pierced the crust all the way around the whole circumference of it and surface with a fork. So when you put it back in the oven, it doesn't puff up. And then we're back in the oven for 25 minutes, and now it's in the fridge cooling down for our filling, which we want to make right now. So in the mixer, I have 1 stick of butter. I'm sorry, guys, I told you wrong. It was 1.5 sticks. 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter for the crust. Sorry, that's my mistake. I'm sorry, guys. But in the mixer, I got 1 stick of softened butter, the same unsalted Irish butter that I used for the crust. Again, room temperature. And what I did in this bowl here, this I'll explain to you right now. So You probably asking me, what is a blood orange? Well, this is a blood orange. It looks like a regular orange, but has more. Uh, when you cut inside of it, it has a reddish, more reddish tint to it, almost like blood. Sweet and tangy, sweet and a little tart at the same time. So what I did, I took about 5 of these, and with a vegetable peeler, I peeled off the rind of it, leaving the right pit. Then I threw that into my food processor with 1.5 cups of sugar substitute. Put that back here, sorry. And let it go for 2 minutes until it is very well minced and mixed, just like so, just like that. So that smells amazing, by the way. So it smells like oranges. It smells like oranges, but the blood orange is going to be a beautiful color to it. So we're going to add that to it, mix it with the butter, and we're going to let this mix, creaming it together. So let that go, and then I'm going to let me show you what I did after that. I didn't throw those oranges away that existed because you need a juice. You need its juice as well. So what I did, to go juice in here, cut them in half, and I reamed them to get the juice to make a cup of. I have a cup of juice, but if you have more, then that's fine. Because we're going to have a little more. I thought I juice this one. I got this one on so you can see the inside. This is the inside of a blood orange. How cool is that? Oh, it smells delicious. Just juice it down, just like so. You can actually send that down your garbage disposal just like you can the lemon lines, and it just cleans it out and everything. So let's just add that, there. That is. Exactly. Let's see that. A little over a half a cup, which is fine. It's just under 2 cups. That's going to be more flavor for this. Definitely more flavor for this. If you find blood oranges that are bigger than the ones I use, you only need 4 of those for this. But since these are smaller, I'm going to hand it 5. So let's get, look at that color of that milk juice. That's just amazing. That would make great cocktails too. Blood orange margaritas. Oh yeah. A blood orange cosmos. Even better. Now let's just stick with the target, guys. And I'll go ahead and put my butter on here to low so I can start heating up. Alright, so let's scrape down the sides of our bowl here of our creamed butter and blood orange zest. And sugar substitute. That just smells amazing. Like, seriously amazing. So we're going to get this mixing again. And at the same time, I got 4 room temperature eggs here, already cracked. Okay, eggs, you can sit out. Let them sit out on the camera on top, that's fine too. They don't really go bad until they are boiled. Once they're hard boiled or soft boiled, they will go bad on you. You don't eat them quick enough. It's like decompose the steak. Uh, so we're going to add 1 egg at a time, making sure that it is mixed in thoroughly. This is what's going to make the custard, basically. Egg number 2. Egg 3 and 4. Okay, so we don't have to bake this custard because we want to actually cook the custard here. So, yeah. So those are mixed in nicely. Now you add the juice of the oranges, or lemon juice, or lime juice, depending on what kind of salt you're making. And an eighth of a teaspoon of salt. With all the sweetness of it. And that's it. Mix it till it's combined with this. It's gonna look curdled, guys, but that's okay because we are going to cook this and it's going to come together. I promise you that. See, it's going to look like that. Pour it into your saucepan here, getting all of it out. And on a low heat, we are going to cook this until it's come together. And coats the back of a spoon. So like when we're making a cream anglaise or ice cream base. So that we don't temper the eggs ahead of time. Oh my god, guys! If there's a smell vision, then you guys would be smelling this awesomeness right now. So it's going to take about 10 minutes to come together. Come together right now, you and me. Sorry. So guys, you have any comments, questions? Let me know. I'd love to hear feedback from you guys. And if feel free to like and share and subscribe to my channel. But let me know what kind of desserts do you guys like to make, or what kind of flavor toast do you guys like? Normally I would make some whipped cream to top this off with, but today I don't have the time to do it, so that's okay. If I want to whip up some cream later, I will, and I will just put a big old dot of it on. But after this is cooked and added to our shell, then it needs to go back in the fridge to set, or you can leave it at room temperature to set as well. So we are stirring this constantly so we don't get any scrambled eggs, which we don't want that at all. So the nice thing about the tart pan, it has a false bottom on it, so it's removable. So when you take it out, you just lift it up and let the ring slide down your arm. And so it's easy to remove, and it comes, you don't worry about anything breaking. Like you would do with a springform pan for a cheesecake. I mean, and if you do the cheesecake way, you don't worry about anything breaking off when you bring that up as well. Guys, that tastes amazing! So really what you're looking for, you're looking for to hit a temperature of 175 degrees. That is going to be where it's nice and thick, and then you can pour it right in to the shell, which then we go check on that. Alright guys, so this is the tart shell I made with almond flour. It got a little doggy around the edges, but that's okay. I decided to try with almond flour this time because almond flour would give it a nice little nuttiness. So I thought oranges and almonds would be a nice combo to play off each other. And it smells amazing. You can use regular flour. Again, you can use regular flour if you want to. But I'm trying to keep this keto friendly. So coconut flour, almond flour does that. Thank you. And if you're not sure if your custard is thick enough yet for your tart, then all you gotta do is just take an instant thermometer to it and tip it. But I can tell this is not there yet. And you can also strain it if you feel like you got scrambled eggs, you can always strain it too to be safe if you want to. Uh, trust your gut, trust your instincts. It's starting to get thick, but it's still real loose. It's more of a nappe. So this is what we call a nappe stage right now. So it very lightly coats the back of a spoon. So when you're in your finger, very little coat on the back of the spoon. And it's really not that hot right now, so that's right. So that's the nap. That's basically in French culinary terms we call that nappe. Now this is what I mean by a springform pan, by the frostbottom pan for a top pan. Now once it's done, all you do is hold it up like that instead of slide down your arm. Easy removal. And easy cleanup too. So now we're gonna set him. No, no. We're gonna keep him right here till we're done. Till we're ready. Why not? So you can see this gorgeousness of this tart shell. This tart shell magic. Mm-hmm. You just keep on stirring it with these bubbles around, working them around, working the bubbles around. And even if you want to, you can go to a whisk. Hmm, tasty. It's not gonna have the dark color like the juice from the blood oranges have, but it does have a little orange tint to it. This is gonna be a nice little sweet tooth treat for me later on. That or one of the two ice creams I have in the freezer: the sugar-free strawberry and the sugar-free blueberry. Actually, just check that just to see because I think it would do. But I have to be double checking sure. Instant thermometer, in the pot. Yep, we are good. So you see that, guys? Just like that. It's nice and thick. Nice and thick. Just like that. Wow. Yeah. With that orange zest, it's amazing. So what we do now, guys, you don't need to let this cool. Do cool in the fridge here. Pour it into the shell. Next, so get the fridge open. Wow, that's deliciousness, guys. I'm telling you, that is delicious. And very carefully get this over into the fridge to set. So I'll see you later. See you in a couple hours. Orange Tart goodness. Oh yeah, that almost has a pumpkin look to it. It's kind of cool. Let me show you before we go, guys, let me show you the sugar-free blueberry ice cream that we made the base of the other day. So I spun it around and turned it in my ice cream attachment for my mixer, for my KitchenAid mixer. And there it is, just like that. And actually, I'm going to taste a little bit of it. On the top here. Okay, guys. That is awesome. I don't know why nobody thought about blueberry ice cream before. Hey, Bluebell, what's up with that? I beat you to it. Alright, guys. So, feel free to, again, comment, like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and like the video. And I hope to see you guys again, and shoot those questions and comments to me, guys, and I will try to answer to the best of my ability for y'all, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Keep cooking.